Hey squad, Sykes here, and welcome back to another Halo Infinite news video here on InstallationX. The news is coming thick and fast at the moment. Today I'm taking a look at some of the big points to come out of the recent Inside Infinite blog post from 343 Industries over on Halo Waypoint, specifically focusing on what we can expect for challenges, battle passes, and progression, or should I say lack of, which we'll get into in just a second. If you enjoyed this video, then please make sure you leave a like, head over to InstallationX and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications for more Halo Infinite news. So basically the blog post goes into a lot of details about some of the learnings from the recent multiplayer tech preview. Joe Staten talks about a lot of things regarding why we didn't see the campaign at Gamescom. The reason for that is because the studio is currently on shutdown mode and they're working on getting bug fixes sorted, polishing the game, making sure the game is fully ready. But he has said that we will be getting gameplay footage, we will be getting trailers for the campaign at some point in the future, which is good. So there were lots of positive things. The team openly talked about some of the things that they noticed in the tech preview and the feedback that they had from fans regarding some of the issues that we had or some of the minor changes that could be made, and they seem to be working on quite a few things, which is really cool. However, there is one thing that has really stirred the pot a little bit, especially on Twitter amongst the Halo community, and that is regarding the progression system, specifically how the battle passes and challenges are going to work. And I'm just going to read you the quote from Jerry Hook, who's the head of design, and he kind of spoke about it on the blog post. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on what I think, or why I think this will potentially be quite a big problem. So Jerry Hook, head of design, went on to say the following, quote, "Also, I saw lots of love for being able to earn items outside the battle pass, since earned gear is not just focused on one track or activity. We did have some issues, however, with our challenge system in the tech preview, so I want to make sure to clarify some of those details. First off, I want to correct my own language when discussing the battle pass all up. In our live stream, I stated that the battle pass system will always have free and paid rewards available at each tier. This statement is incorrect for our launch battle pass. Our goal is to still provide great value for players for their time spent playing Halo, whether they choose to go the premium route by purchasing the battle pass or by unlocking the incremental battle pass items that are available for free. So while there isn't a free reward at every tier, there will be numerous free rewards to acquire across the entirety of a season's battle pass. In brackets, and yes, we are still allowing you to keep your battle passes once the season is over. They will not expire," end quote. He went on to then say the following points as well, quote, "Our challenge system had some issues in the preview that hit a few players and prevented forward progression on the battle pass. Our first issue was that we failed to cull the challenge decks of challenges that could not be completed with bot-only matches. This caused players to get blocked behind these challenges, and it's not our intent for launch. We also missed some tuning for our daily challenges that caused them to not refresh. This also caused players to get blocked as they would run out of daily challenges. Lastly, we just wanted everyone to remember that for our technical preview we had expedited XP earn rate to help players get through the pass in the short window for the preview. Using challenges, our goal is that you will always be earning progress in your battle pass through playing and winning matches. This will allow you to always jump into a game of Halo and make progress on your goals." Now, that in itself sounds okay, but it's the lack of things that are here that are starting to make me a little bit concerned with regards to overall progression in the game. So Unishek said on Twitter, quote, "Playing and winning matches will be challenges which will help progress through the battle pass. Even though this means no per match XP at launch, you're still always progressing through challenges and therefore the battle pass. We'll update blog to clarify." And actually it's this quote that makes me more concerned than the blog itself, because what this is basically setting up currently is that there is no confirmed progression system outside of the battle pass or challenges, and I don't like the sound of that. Now, I'm someone who's always tried to be really positive and balanced with my arguments around Halo Infinite. There's some decisions that I haven't liked, but ultimately I can understand them. There are some decisions that I have liked, and I've liked from where they've been coming from. There are other decisions that have been made that I haven't really felt any feeling, dislike or like towards. I've just been quite neutral on them. But this is something that I'm struggling to understand the justification for this. So that means that there is potentially no other way to progress in the game unless you are specifically completing challenges to move through your battle pass. That just seems so odd to me. Like, I don't really understand the concept behind this. Like, if you're going to have challenges that are going to progress you through the battle pass, as well as a general just rank system that you can rank up with as you play the game, as you earn medals, as you earn kill streaks, whatever it may be, that makes sense. But at the moment, it seems that Battle Pass and challenges are the only kind of progression system in the whole of Halo Infinite that currently exists, or at least has been announced. So I could be jumping the gun here, but I would like to think that they would have clarified this a lot more clearly, and they haven't, which is why I'm concerned. At the moment, we have currently no ranked play ranking system announced at all. We don't know whether that's going to progress over from Halo 5 or not. We haven't heard anything. And I think at the moment, this focuses far too heavily on the challenges themselves. MCC at the moment, I know not everyone's going to be a fan of MCC's progression system, but it's somewhat more balanced than what we're hearing from Halo Infinite, right? It is, you go into a game and you can earn XP from playing the game, but you just earn more XP if you target challenges. Okay, so if you finish the challenges, you can get like 40,000 XP on an MCC, or 20,000 XP for one challenge, 40 for maybe multiple, 2 for example, right? You're still making that progression even if you don't complete the challenges, because you're still earning XP. And the challenges will then get you to your next rank more quickly, and then that will then unlock the season points for you to spend on the season pass, whichever one you want to spend your point freely on. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I don't think it's the best, but I'm okay with that. But at the moment, we don't even have that. We don't have any rank of any kind at all, unless you are completing a challenge to move up from level 1 to level 2 in the battle pass. That's boring. That's just straight up boring. The other thing here is like, and this is the thing that I'm really not happy with if this ends up being true, is that at the moment, the challenges seem to be very game-based focused and very weapon-based focused, right? So the idea is that if I want to progress in my battle pass, I have to target a challenge around potentially a specific weapon or potentially a specific game mode. Now, if I go in and I don't really want to play strongholds, but my challenges are for strongholds, then I'm not really be given another option. If I've got a weapon challenge for a Needler, and I'm not overly confident on using the Needler in games, which I'm not, to be fair, it's not my favourite weapon, it's not the weapon that I'm best with, but I'm giving no choice. I'm being, my whole playstyle is being changed, not because I want to, but I'm being forced to, just to complete a challenge in order to move through the battle pass. That just seems so restrictive, for me at least. And the other thing as well, and this is the really big thing, is that what if I have got challenges that I'm going to struggle progressing through? For example, I know they've talked about daily challenges. I know they've talked about, right, just by playing the games, just completing the games, just by winning the games, you will progress. But that for me is not enough, because that's progressing through a challenge. So I could go in, I could play the game, I could progress through my challenges, but yet make no progress whatsoever. Because unless I complete the challenge, I'm not moving up in the battle pass. So I want to see a continuous cycle of progression where I am constantly being rewarded by moving further and further to that next rank, and then being rewarded when I get to that rank. At the moment, that's not being at least communicated properly, either to us verbally through the blogs, or it will not be communicated to us properly in the game. And then you've got the problem of challenge swaps, right? So challenge swaps are going to be a thing. They're going to be a microtransaction. So if I've got a load of challenges that I don't feel comfortable completing, or I don't necessarily want to complete, then I could use a challenge swap to swap them out. But what happens if I haven't got any challenge swaps? Well, guess what? I'm heading to the store, or I'm being pushed to head to the store to buy challenge swaps as a microtransaction so I can progress through my battle pass more easily. That's gross. And I'm not happy about it, because microtransactions should never affect gameplay or progression. They shouldn't. Microtransactions should be cosmetic at best. And that's where Sea of Thieves, I think, has got a really good balance. The other game that I play heavily on the channel is because all the microtransactions in Sea of Thieves are completely cosmetic. It doesn't affect your ability to progress in Sea of Thieves, to complete commendations, to move forward with the trading companies. That's fine. I'm happy with that, which is why I've put money into that system. But if I'm being forced into taking challenges as my serious form of progression, the only way I can progress, and I'm then being pushed towards a store to buy challenge swaps, I'm not okay with that. And I think it's important that even though I have tried to be balanced in the past and I've tried to see both sides of the argument, I need to speak my mind on this one, because this is not what Halo progression should be. I just don't agree with this at the moment. And to be honest, 343 have fumbled this so badly. And I don't like slagging off developers on videos. I don't agree with that. I always try to back the developers. I always try to support them in whatever way I can. But they fumbled the communication of this so poorly, from the tech preview, now to the blog post, now to the comments that are coming out on Twitter. You guys need to be transparent. If this is the only progression system that we're going to get at all, then tell us. Don't go and try and put a comment of, well, there's going to be no per match XP progression at launch. Well, then why isn't there? If you're teasing that it might not be at launch, but it might come in the future, why is it not there at launch? It just seems very odd to me at the moment. And this is probably one of the most ranty videos I've ever done. But I'm passionate about this game. I'm passionate about this franchise. It is my #1 franchise, even though I've played Sea of Thieves a lot on the channel, and it's kind of dictated the channel a lot, and it's been the most popular game on the channel. My first love is Halo, and I don't like where they are going, and this seems that they've learned nothing from the microtransactions with the rec packs in Halo 5, because they affected gameplay as well, and I thought we were moving away from this. And actually, I thought, with Halo Reach customization, we were going down the route of we might get a Halo Reach ranking system again, which I thought was great. We might get credits again and all that kind of stuff, which we're not going to get, but that's where I was thinking, and at the moment we don't have that. So again, I could be jumping the gun here. 343 might have more information out there, but the way this has been communicated has me and a lot of other people worried, concerned, and we're losing our hype for this game. I want to be really, really excited for what this game is going to be this holiday, December 8th. Can't wait. But at the moment, we were on such a good train of momentum, and the train's just been ground to a halt, with no campaign co-op at launch, no Forge at launch, only Battle Pass challenge progression systems so far. It just seems a bit backwards to me at the moment, and I'm hoping we'll get the train rolling again. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Well, squad, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please make sure you leave a like, head over to InstallationX and subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. Let me know your thoughts on what you would like from Halo Infinite's progression systems in the comment section. Don't forget to follow myself and the channel over on social media with links in the description. And as always, I'm Sykes, and for all things Xbox, stay tuned to InstallationX. Bye, guys.